Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect with Soldierhawke. When we last... well, before I do that, I am once again sorry about how long it took. Life has been a hell of a thing the last few months, and I know that's not just me. Yeah, it's been a lot for all the reasons you would think, and, you know, just stupid stuff like my car needing to get repaired and travel, and it's just been a thing, you know? But here we are, anyway. When we last left off, we had rescued Liara and had a meeting with our main crew members, and so now... Hello, eye patch guy. I wish I could salute him back. Now it is time to go around and talk to each of the characters individually, which is always fun. I don't actually know if we'll have time for more than that today if we actually get to a mission. We'll see. But these rounds of the ship can take a while, especially in the beginning, when everyone has exposition to dump on you.
Commander? Do you have a minute?
What's on your mind, Lieutenant?
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming.
We're gonna have to shut down the romance with both him and Liara, because they don't really want to do a romance in one. Don't worry, we'll do a romance in two.
By the view.
Thane. And we're staying loyal to Thane in 3.
Well, you're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Don't think we want to get
Tell
too
me about
personal.
Biotic acclimation
we do,
and temperance
but
didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in.
I hate how all
brain
over
camp.
here the romances are in the
Hauled
first
in
one.
is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins.
I love that they set that up all the way here.
63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using Mass Effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little
He
circle.
can get so shit on, but I really
She
like
was
him.
from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful. But not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
I think that's everything.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Of course, but I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll
hate
I'll
that he
need some
takes
time
that
to
as
process
coming
that,
on
Commander.
him so much.
But, yeah,
Oh,
I'd
well.
like that.
At least they made the romances easy to find, I guess.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. She seems nice enough. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
All right. Oh, I need to go through all my crap. I need to do that off camera, just dump a bunch of this shit. And I don't think the doctor
Yes,
has anything
Commander?
new to say.
Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye,
Should
Commander.
go. Hey, Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
It's so weird to talk to her back in the first one
You
after
look
what
much better.
happens in the second
How are you
and third.
feeling?
She's such a different character.
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I believe you.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
Maybe she's just evil.
This hurts
Oh,
you,
I
doesn't it?
so need to do a
None of
renegade
this
run
makes any
someday.
sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic
I've
memory of
always
their
assumed
species.
that that's what
we share the most
happens
basic
in
elements of their individual and
3,
racial
just
identities.
before the final
We
mission.
then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to
I guess
grow
it's
as a
not
species
weird
and how we
when you're
develop a
Asari,
greater
because it's not
understanding of
really
other races.
sex, right? It's a little
What
different.
happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve
Poor
as one of the
Shepard having to
parents.
be the cabbage
Think
head.
about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
I forgot that part.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I think that's everything.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Oh, Shepard. Alright, time to head downstairs. And by down, I mean up. I want to go talk to Joker, or I'm gonna forget. There's a codex thing here. Where is it?
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Anything new?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. It balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Those conversations are so funny. But yeah, we've already had that conversation. Nothing new. I don't think Presley gives anything new either.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we go down. Hey, Garrus.
How are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Hey,
I suppose I can understand his concern.
seriously.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Yeah, no, that's
Just because
horrifying.
you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Alright, time to do a little futzing. So we equip the other guys. We want to make sure Liara's equipped too. Sorry, I know this is scintillating, but it must be done. Sorry, is wear human armor. It's a little better. Don't have much in the way of human armor. That will do, though. I think everyone else is good. Yeah. I don't think we can.
Commander?
Can't level Liara yet.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
It is.
What's your opinion of the
Not
last...
sure I'd buy
Oops.
Dr. Tassoni's story.
I think she's being straight.
Yeah, too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure, I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
Somebody knows the
Alright.
military.
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I do kind of get it. She's not entirely wrong.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I
That
just
sure
think
hits
we
hard
shouldn't
right
bet
about
everything
now.
on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
All right, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
I like
Smart,
Ashley, man.
Chief.
Ma'am.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race.
I love Rex.
That was fun.
He's not wrong either.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
Ooh.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in a
Shepard can
thousand
be
children
stupid sometimes.
survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one, and no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
He has such a cool character.
We're sure
arc.
not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
It's so abrupt. It's such a hilarious cutoff to an emotional story.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Where else have you served, Adams?
You name a class of a... My last assignment was on the
Carry
Carry
Totem.
on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Like I need this.
Are you okay?
Oh my god, Renegade must
I
be
don't know.
so freaking
Your
funny.
ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
I think that might be the point, actually.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Fair point.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point.
Does make sense.
Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births, in extreme cases of population decline,
Yeah, we've heard
instead,
that
Talk about
like
something
what?
else.
See you later.
I remember that from last time.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
I should go.
Yeah. We've done the rest
See
of
you
it.
later.
Heard the story of the Geth and stuff like that. Alright. That is everyone. Let's see what our next mission is going to be and maybe go explore that system real quick. We don't have time to go land, but we can go probe. We're definitely not doing that right now. I hate that mission. Yeah, let's go find the Marines. Oh, or we could find the missing survey team. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go find the missing survey team. Yeah, I really do like this map. I don't think the other maps ever were quite as nice as this one. There we are. Alright, so this is where we're going to... Oh no, this isn't landing. I love this lore, man. Like, I know it's not super important, but man, it's cool. So many of them are just like, yeah, it's a normal planet, but it's still cool. Really is one of the things that made me fall in love with this game. It's a shame we can't land on all these. Alright. Couple things to do on Trevin. Now, who to bring? That is the question. I do Rex and Liara. That'd be an interesting combo. Okay, we'll do that. The big smash face Krogan and the biotic. And I provide tech. Alright, first things first. Gotta level Liara. Everybody else is leveled. Knock that out. Bear with me while I decide what to do. I know warp is a good one. Lift isn't bad, though. I think we just want to max biotics. Okay. I think I like that. Alright. So, oh, what the hell? Let's go check out the anomaly real quick. Might as well. That won't take long. Oh man. If that doesn't scream Thresher Maw. Maybe not. Okay. I thought for sure. Okay, well. Whoa. Man, it's gotta be uncomfortable to ride in that. Okay. Little probe. One sec. Sorry. Okay, let's get this probe. God damn it, every time. Okay.
To me!
I just know we're about to fight a Thresher Maw. That just looks like an arena. I don't love it at all. Okay. Let's go check this out. Oh, yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, okay. Oh, I couldn't remember if it took it off your map, and it doesn't. Okay. Let's go get ambushed. Absolutely inevitable. This might actually be the worst part of the entire game. This is worse than dealing with the inventory, for sure. I suppose I could just drive away from it, but, you know. They just have so much health. Like, if it didn't take so long, it wouldn't be so bad. I'm going to bitch about this every time I have to fight one, just so you know. Fuck! Oh, please don't die. Who play-tested this and decided that this was a good idea? Like, honestly. Okay. We're done. Thank fuck. And that X was just marking the Thresher Maw, huh? Okay. It's the research base, and I think we're gonna call it here. When we come back, we will go explore the research base and stuff. Go help the colonists and all that, and explore the rest of the planet. But for now, as always, thank you for your extreme patience and understanding as we navigate these crazy times, crazy life. And I'm just gonna sit here and bounce happily. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I do. And I don't take it lightly. So I'm gonna put up a patron poll for what the next video should be. So look for that if you're a patron. And regardless, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.